Welcome to the stream. Today we are continuing the coding journey on Codecademy, doing the Python 3 beginner path. And we are on control flow. We got the first lesson done last week and we are just resuming where we left off last week. This demo is for educational purposes only. Ethical hacking is legal and differs from illegal hacking. Always ensure you have legal permission before performing what you see in this demo. And my webcam is dead? Question mark? That is most unfortunate. How did that happen? My webcam died. Oh my gosh. It's always something. Huh. What's up, L Tech? Thanks for stopping in. Glad to see you here. How you doing today? I know why it's broken. This demo is for educational purposes. Sorry guys, my scenes are all out of whack. Let me fix this real quick. Oh man, okay. I see what's wrong now. That's crazy, dude. All right. Well, let's This demo is for educational purposes only. Ethical hacking is legal and differs from illegal hacking. Always ensure you have legal permission before performing what you see in this demo. Yeah, this domain that I use. So I use this third-party app to put a border around my webcam, and the domain expired. So that's why it's broken. So let me just go ahead and add the webcam without the border. It's gonna look a little less professional, but that's what I gotta do in a pinch, man. Let's go ahead and add the webcam. Hey look, there's me. Alright, now we're just gonna take this and we're gonna put me in the corner. We're gonna put me in the corner like this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out the background a little bit because we don't need all that noise. And then call it good. I'll fix it later. Sorry about that, guys. I've had technical difficulties. It's such is life when you do live streams, especially when you're the only one running a live stream. I trust you guys won't hold it against me. Alright, let's go ahead and resume the lesson. So like I said earlier at the beginning of the stream, if you're just now tuning in, and if you're watching the past broadcast and you fast forward to this point, thank you for bearing with me. We are 10% through the Learn Python 3. This is the basics. I think it's called Python 3 Basics. And then we're on control flow, which is the second module. We did Hello World. We're on 60% through of control flow. So we're going to resume control flow. You can see we have done the first lesson. We got an article to read. We got a quiz to do. We have 2 projects and then we have another lesson. So let's go ahead and hit resume here and continue on. Match statements in Python. Actually, we're gonna go. Oh, we're gonna go full screen here. Actually, I don't need this YouTube tab up. Match statements in Python. Learn how to declare and use match case statements in Python. Like the if-else statements, we can also use switch statements to build a program control flow. In Python, we can match case statements that implement switch statements. Let's discuss switch and match statements, how to define them in a Python program, and when to use match case statements instead of if-else statements to build control flow in a program. What is a switch statement? A switch statement is a control flow statement that executes a block of code among many others based on the value of the variable or expression. Functionally, switch cases statements are almost like if-else statements. For example, let's look at the code from the statements exercise. Yeah, we actually did that. The above code can be written using a switch statement as shown in the following code. Don't worry about the syntax as explained in the next session. So switch username. Case Dave. Oh, okay. Actually, I don't remember switch statements like this, to be honest with you. Yeah, I do. It's not something I've done a lot though. If you run the above code, it will encounter a syntax error because Python does not have a switch keyboard. Python didn't have switch statement or any of its implementations until version 3.10. In Python 3.10, we will get match case statements that implement switch statements and other functionalities. From now on, we will refer to switch case statements as match case statements as defined in Python. How to declare a match statement in Python. We use the match case and default keywords to define match case statements in Python. It has the following syntax: match expression, case number 1, code execute, case 2, code execute, and so on and so forth. Code default, code execute when expression isn't equal to any of the values. Makes sense to me. In the above code, match is a keyword that marks the start of a match block. Expression can be a variable, an arithmetic expression, a boolean expression, or a Python object like a list, tuple, or string. We hadn't even covered list, tuples, and strings. Well, we covered strings, but not list or tuples yet. I mean, I have personally. For those who's tuned in, those who don't know who I am, I already have an intermediate understanding of Python. This is really just a refresh. Awesome video, Tyler. Thank you. Welcome to Stream Tech with Cody. I appreciate you stopping in. I'm glad you liked it. I've been excited for that one. And yeah, I'm glad it turned out good. And I'm glad it was well received. The code inside a case block is executed for a single value or expression. For example, only if expression value evaluates at value 1 will the code inside the case value 1 block be executed. If expression evaluates to value 2, then only the code inside the case value 2 block will be executed. And I'm smiling because I saw your comment in the corner of my eye about the boneless wings. He said, and yes, boneless wings. However, I love spicy every day, but I have lunch. I add a pure ghost pepper hot sauce to my meal. Can't go wrong with honey garlic though. I love spicy stuff. I can handle 10 out of 10 spicy. The only spicy that I can't handle, unfortunately, is jalapeno peppers, which isn't even that spicy. Like ghost peppers, habaneros, way spicier. It's not that the jalapeno spice bothers me. It's not the spice that bothers me. There's something in the jalapeno that upsets my stomach every single time. And it's like a recent thing for me. Because jalapenos, put them on everything. Literally everything. Hamburgers, pizza, hot dogs. Didn't matter. I would put jalapenos on everything. And I ate jalapenos for years. And then out of nowhere, it's just like, yeah, your stomach don't agree with this anymore. And it's very unfortunate. I love jalapenos. But every time I eat jalapenos, they mess me up bad. like stomach wise. Like they just hurt my stomach. The spice doesn't bother me. Like I said, I can handle 10 out of 10 spice. I remember one time I was eating this at this DB. Thanks for subscribing on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you. We were eating at this noodle place, and I ordered a 10 out of 10 spicy. I was like, how hot can this actually be? That was pretty rough. But I'm confident I can handle any spicy food that you can realistically put on something. I mean, sure, there's probably something that's like unbearably hot for me, but I would say like most of the time if I get the spiciest thing on the menu at a restaurant, like I'm good to go. But yeah, I love spicy wings every time. They're great. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to talk about that on the podcast with Tyler. I try to not talk as much on my podcast episodes because the value of those podcast episodes is the guest insights. So there's a lot of things that I just don't say because I'm, obviously I have a limited amount of time and I want to respect their time. And as a guest, the floor is theirs, But I could talk about, as you can see, I've been talking about spicy food for 2 minutes now. I had a Carolina Reaper hot sauce pure and loved it, and now it was getting pretty hot for me. I think I had that too. I had Carolina hot sauce. I took one drop, put it on my finger, and then put it on my tongue. And dude, that was good. Like it was good. I'm like, dang, but it was hot though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, whew, feel spicy. I ain't gonna like, oh yeah, I didn't feel nothing. I ain't gonna say that. I survived, but that taste in my mouth lingered for a very long time. It was good though. My mouth's watering just thinking about it because that was good stuff. Guy from work wanted to try and warned him, and he was choking up a little bit. Actually, what I think I did is I took one drop and ate it, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. And then I did like a chip, like a full scoop of it, you know what I mean? And then ate a chip, and then I was like, yep, I'm done. Like, this is good, but I can't do any more. I could have done more, but I was driving. Like we were at a rest stop, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to drive like while I'm sweating on the highway. Dang, dude. You know what we should have done? We should do cyber hot wings. I'm sure there's a lot of shows that copied hot wing. The hot ones, is that what it's called? Hot ones? That's the show where they eat hot wings and they just talk. That would be a good format for cybersecurity people. We almost had it. We could have went that route. I don't know how well that would do. Obviously, hot ones is super popular, but then you're like, oh, they're just copying hot ones. Like, I try to be unique, But it would be different because it's cybersecurity professionals only. It's not just random people, That's the hardest part about running a podcast for cybersecurity people is because it's just hard to find people. Really, like I feel like I'm running out of people. Next year, we're gonna have repeat guests. I'm gonna ask some people to come back on the show. Hopefully, they come back. But that's one of the hardest parts about running the podcast for me. The last dab. Dude, what if we did cold ones and we, instead of doing hot wings, we did ice cream? Anybody think about that? I'm sure someone did. But did anybody actually do it, though? cracking open the cold ones with the boys. No, we don't want. I don't want to get alcohol involved. Although I do know there's a lot of there are some cybersecurity podcasts where they do drink on the show. I personally wouldn't make that part of my podcast. It's nothing against alcohol. I used to drink alcohol. Well, I actually quit recently, but I wouldn't put that on the show. All right, back to this coding. You got me talking about food. I'm easily distracted. This is why I don't stream all my study sessions. This is why I do a lot of studying in private. Speaking of studying, you guys can see my let's look at it. You guys can see my little bench here. I got some hardware hacking going on, so I've been doing that right here. Yeah, I got a little solder iron. I haven't soldered before, dude. This is pretty exciting. I'm doing the PIPA certification from TCM Security. They have they tell you to buy all this gear, so keep that in mind if you want to do the PIPA. That's the Practical Internet of Things IoT Pentest Associate, PIPA, and the cost of that certification I think is $250, but you're gonna need to put in at least $90 more for physical gear, and then if you want to do all the bells and whistles, it's gonna cost you about $200, depending where you're at. Obviously, the shipping rates changes depending where you're at, and just availability of some of the stuff. Sometimes, you know, prices of things fluctuate, but I would say about $200 more. At least 90. I would say prepare to be spending at least 90 to 100. But if you want the bells and whistles, like the soldering iron is not mandatory. It's optional. I'm glad I got it because I don't think I would be able to complete the course without it. I'll do a full review on this. I'll do a full review on the PIPA when I'm done with it. But I figured I'd give you guys a little teaser. This demo is for educational. The live stream, folks, I have it play the disclaimer automatically when I come in here, and I don't even need a disclaimer for this stream because I'm not even hacking anything. But the live stream, folks, you guys always get the inside scoop of what I'm doing because I just ramble. That's what the live stream's for. You've been applying to so many jobs, not even funny. How many is a lot though? Like we talking 100, 200, 300, 1,000? I've been slacking second past week from doing so many applications, sending out resumes. Yeah, I know that feeling, dude. There's no time. Finding a job is a full-time job. It's a full-time job. Like when I was looking for a job, I was making no content. I was not studying. Well, I take that back. I was studying, but I would study for 8 hours and then I would apply to jobs for another like 4 hours every day till I got something. What's up, Aidmid? Thanks for stopping in. From Kick, by the way. Comments from Kick. I stream on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So if you see me talking to someone you don't see in the chat, that's because they're probably on a different platform than you. I can see all their comments from all of the locations at once. Unfortunately, I can't put them on the screen because Twitch doesn't allow that. They might change the rules on that, but I play it safe. You put how many? 2005 LinkedIn applications. How did you even find that many jobs? Would like to get done with Hack to Watch CPTS in the next few weeks, then go after OSCP soon. What are you applying for? Hear back from 5. Didn't we talk about this? I felt like we talked about this last stream. I think we did. But what positions are you applying for, though? Only one case block is executed in the entire match block for any given value of expression. Once a case block is executed, the program's control flow moves out of the match block. The default block is always present at the end of the match block. If expression matches none of the values in the other case blocks, the code inside the case default is executed. Using the above syntax, we can rewrite the code given the switch case example I showed below. Case, if it's Dave, we print Doom. Okay, I get it. Security analyst, infosec, cybersecurity analyst, entry level, pentesting entry, ethical hacking entry. What certs and experience do you have again? Remind me. I know we talked about this last year, but I forget. I would say for pen testing, even the entry level pen testing jobs, without OOCP or CPTS, I feel like very, very few companies are going to give you a shot. Because even with OOCP, I still got rejected 100 times. Getting that SEC, CYSA, Cisco ethical hacker. Been doing IT and network engineering the past 4 years. Also have network admin experience and over 15 years of IT. 15 years of IT at your own company. Yeah, you got a lot of experience. I would say with that CYSA plus, you should probably be able to land a cybersecurity analyst role. But like I said, for pen testing, like if you don't have an OSCP, man, I mean, I'm saying it's not possible, but it makes it a lot harder. I mean, at least have some sort of pen testing cert. Obviously, there's people that don't have certs that are pen testing, but I think it definitely helps your case a lot. And I say case because I'm looking at case right now. What's up, Wire Dog? How's it going, man? I didn't see a post. Yeah, you didn't see a post because I literally posted it right before I started the stream. And I started the stream late. I started the stream at like 7:08 p.m. Eastern time. And that's when I put the post out. That's right when I went live. So that's why. If you run the code above, you will get the following output. Get off my computer, Dave. But yeah, truth. Went for Pentest Plus beta without studying last year and got 705 out of 750 to pass. Was so close. Oh, I would study. I mean, 705 for not studying is pretty good. And I think a lot of the well, you did kind of study for it though already because the CYSA there's a lot of overlap between CYSA Plus and Pentest Plus. That's why I tell people, like, when you get one, like, it's pretty easy to go with the other one. If you just take a course, man, like a CBT Nuggets or a IT Pro TV course for Pentest Plus, I wouldn't take CBT Nuggets. I would take the IT Pro TV. That's what I did for the Pentest Plus. You'll make it. Because 705, like I said, without any studying, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Right, but they don't renew each other, which is dumb. No, they do. They do renew each other. It just doesn't automatically renew each other. So, like, you have to go in there manually and apply your credits. Like, let's say you have a CYSA. You got to go in there and add your CE credits. And I think you can add the Pentest Plus to renew it, but you have to do it manually. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong on that, though. When to use match statements in Python? We can use match statements match case statements for the following use cases. Match case statements can be an efficient alternative if elif else statements. When a variable or expression can take multiple values and we need to perform a different action for each possible value, we can use match statements. A match case block can be used like other tasks like structural pattern matching in addition to replacing if-else blocks. This helps us check for different conditions on Python objects like lists, tuples, and strings. Match case statements are more readable compared to if, elif, else statements. Hence, in cases where we must check for many values that an expression or variable can take, we should use a match case statement. Ooh, 10 XP, dude! You don't think so? I could be wrong. I thought that was the case. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Set a weekly target. Effective learning can be about forming habits. Set a target. How many days you want to learn each week. We can help you stick to it. You can change this later. I want 1 day a week. We're doing Thursdays every week. Dude, I study 8 days a week, bro. No. Join the Python club. I'm good. I'm forming my own Python club right now in this stream. It's called youtube.com/Kyser Clark, or I almost said Scorpion86. That's my gamer tag, by the way. If you guys like my old gaming content on Twitch, it actually might not be there anymore. The channel still exists, but I don't think any videos are still there. No, the Python club is youtube.com/Kyser Clark or twitch.tv/KyserClark_cybersecurity. But you still have to pay the renewal for fees for both. Renewing CYSA does not automatically renew Pentest Plus. The system does not provide an option to apply Pentest Plus to you use. What's in me? But you still have to pay the renew fees for both? That's gross. You met your target for 1 week in a row. Woo! Alright, we got a, I'm gonna zoom out here so I can see all my options at once, guys. Which of the following variables contain a Boolean value? A Boolean. Why is this so difficult for me to answer right now? Boolean, it's not true plus false. These are just strings. That's not it. 2 plus 9, that's just an integer. I think it's this one. Yeah. Because the expression on the right side includes a relational operator, we can see that it must be true or false, making it Boolean variable. Last time I missed 2 questions on my quiz. I'm gonna try to go for 100% this time. Oh, you were asking. Oh. Dude, I honestly don't know, because the way I renew the way I renewed my Pentest Plus and CYSA Plus was I went and got Security X, and I just avoided all that. So that's what I did, and that's what I'd recommend. That's why I have so many CompTIA searches, because I just keep going up the ladder to renew my stuff. But now I have to find ways to renew my Security X. Although they're coming out with the Cloud Network Cloud X, or is it CloudNet X or something? I might get that one if it renews Security X, because I had the Cloud Plus and I had the Network Plus. I feel like the CloudNet Plus would be beneficial for me, but only if it renews my Security X. If it doesn't renew my Security X, then I don't want it. Dude, I still can't believe, I seriously, I'm gonna make a video on this soon. One of these days, maybe later this month. Well, this month's almost over. Probably next month or the month after, about Security X. Maybe 3 months from now. I don't know. Eventually I'll make a video about Security X. whether it's worth it or not. But I still can't believe I passed it. I literally did not study for it, but you know, I have 6 other CompTIA certifications, and I had the CISSP and a bunch of other certs. So it's like a lot of it was a hard exam. I didn't think I was gonna pass, and I have no idea what my score is. That's one thing about Security X, is they do not tell you what score you got. It's just, hey, you pass or you failed. They do not tell you what your score is, even if you pass or you fail. You have no idea what your score is. That could be a little frustrating, but when I saw pass, I was genuinely surprised because I was falling asleep in the exam room. My head was not in the game. I did not study for that. I just used the best logic I could with what I had. Determine the truth value of the following expression. 5 times 4 is less than or equal than 21. So 5 times 4, that's 20, is less than or equal than 21 minus 1. That's true, because 21 minus 1 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. And it is less than or equal to, so it is true. Easy. Oh gosh, 3 to the power, is that 3 to the power of 2? Is that what that is? 3, 3, 3. So is that 9? 3 to the power of 2 is 9, right? 9 plus 1 is 10. Is not equal to 30 divided by 3. Is not. This is true as well. No! I'm dumb. I don't. This is 3 to the power of 2, right? 3 to the power of 2 is. Yeah, that's 9, right? Oh gosh. Sorry. This simplifies to 10 is not equal to 10, which is false. Oh, I did. Yeah, that is right. Okay. So my math was right. I just got this mixed up. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm dumb. How did I miss that? Determine the truth value of the following expression. 4. This is why people say that if you want to get into coding or in computers that you need math. It's because they give you problems like this. In reality, you do not need to know this junk when you code, in my opinion. Like, I'm not using code to solve math problems. I mean, some people are. Maybe a data scientist is, but as a cybersecurity professional, you definitely are not. Four is less than or equal to 2 times 3. Oh gosh. 2 times 3 is 6. 4 is less than or equal to, so this part's true. Okay, this part here is 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. That is also true, so this is true. Boom, easy. Nine minus 4 is 5 times 2 is 10. 10 is equal to 77 divided by 7, which is 11, minus 1 is 10. This is also true. I know how to do math. 500 for Content Security X voucher. Dude, this is why I did the beta. For 50 bucks. Worth it. Beta exams are they are worth it. Even if you fail, totally worth it. Because if you fail, you basically just got a $50, like you pay $50 for a practice exam, which is a little steep, but at the same time, like, it allows you to focus on, you know, what your weaknesses are. You're gonna know what your weaknesses are even if you fail. I would say, if you CompTIA beta exams, worth it every single time. Like, if you have somewhat of the knowledge. Now, I wouldn't tell you to, like, I would never tell someone to be like, yeah, go take Security Plus beta when you have never even touched security or a computer at all. Like, I would never tell someone to do that. But if you have a basic familiarity with something, then I'd say yeah, the beta is where it's at. I took the beta for the CYSA Plus actually as well. I did, however, I did study for that one. I studied for the last version of the test, which helped out a little bit. I didn't get an invite or the beta exam. Well, they don't give you an invite. You don't have to have an invite. You can literally anybody can buy them. You just go to the store and you check out and you purchase them. I forget, I can't remember. Because there's two ways to buy exam vouchers. You can do it from Pearson VUE or CompTIA themselves. I think for the betas, you have to buy them from Pearson VUE. You can't buy them from CompTIA. I could be wrong. That could be backwards. But yeah. I can't remember if I got a mess. I think I normally do get messed. If you got a CompTIA cert, they usually tell you about the betas. But sometimes they don't, I feel like. And then you kind of have to use like what other people are saying. The reason why I knew about the security expert is because everyone was talking about it. If you see people talking about it, that's all you need. I feel like anybody could have bought it. You know, because I didn't have to be like, yep, I'm Kyser Clark. You guys invited me to the beta. You know what I mean? Like when I just checked out, I didn't have to prove. Then again, I was on my Pearson VUE account, so maybe that's it too. But I still feel like you don't need to have a invite to it. Could be wrong though. Read the following code carefully. What will happen when the code is executed? X is 0. If X is 0, print X is equal to 0. What's this one? It's a syntax error? What's the error, bro? Sorry, the line if X equals 0 will cause a syntax error because equal is not a relational operator. If this was fixed, then X is equal to 0 would print. Huh? I think you need to put 2 equal signs here. What a trick question. What's up, Fourth Wanderer? These questions are for beginner programmers. Doesn't this feel like a waste of time for someone with 6+ years professional experience? No. I mean, it is a review for me, but that's the point of it. My coding skills got weak. I'm not a professional coder, so I have to review the fundamentals again before I can level up. It is review for me after all, but at the same time, it's not a waste of time because revisiting the fundamentals. I tell people all the time, like, you got to go back to the fundamentals. I review content all the time because if you don't review it, then you lose it. And a good analogy for this is like NBA players, just like Little League basketball players. Little League basketball players practice layups every single day. They practice free throws every single day. They practice bounce passes and chest passes every single day. The fundamentals every single day. But so do NBA players. NBA players practice layups, practice free throws, practice bounce passes, practice chest passes. The point I'm trying to make is professionals in the field continuously review the fundamentals. And the moment you think that you're above it, that's the moment that you're gonna start falling behind. You can't assume that it's below your level. You know what I mean? You can't be afraid to go back. Now there's sometimes where it's like, okay, yeah, you don't want to review all the time, but at the same time, it never hurts you to go back and touch up on skills. Like my Python skills got rusty, so I'm going back and reviewing the fundamentals because they got rusty, and now I'm reviewing the fundamentals to knock the rust off so I can level up. Now it would be a waste of time if I sat here and I did a beginner course and another beginner course and another beginner course. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm just doing this beginner course to knock the rust off, and then I'm going to take an intermediate course after this. If that makes sense. Which of the following is a Boolean expression? My name is Angelo. The New York Yankees are the classiest baseball team. 3 is the most elegant number. Dogs are the best pet. My name is Angelo. Let's go ahead and do that. Consider the code below. What would print in the terminal? Let's say nothing's printed. Wait, how is this one different than the last one? I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense to me. The last time it was syntax error, but this time it's not. Like last time it was like, yeah, if the equal sign was like, oh, that's a syntax error. I don't understand. Dang, dude, I got 62%. I suck. I need a 70% to pass. Go ahead and retake the quiz. They give me the same questions. 5 times 4 times 5. This is true. This is false. That's one I missed last time. This is true. This is true. This is what I don't understand. How is this a syntax error? How is this a syntax error, but the other one wasn't? That's what I don't understand. It's literally the exact same question, but this one's a syntax error. It should be replaced with equals equals, which makes sense to me. Like, that makes sense to me. But what the second question, this one, why is this one not a syntax error? It doesn't have equals equals. It's literally the exact same question almost. I'll be honest with you, I don't really think about the CIA triad like day to day as a pen tester. That availability part, I do not test for that. We do not DDoS. We do not DOS when we do pen testing. So the availability is something that I just don't even really think about as a pen tester at all. Now, as a defender, you absolutely need to, but as a offensive security professional, unless you're testing for DOS or DDoS, which most companies don't want you to test for that, you really don't think about the A in the CIA triad, the availability. I mean, I know what it means and I know what availability is, but now sometimes, sometimes you will accidentally test the availability. Like, there's been times where I've slowed servers down to a crawl because I was scanning it too hard. But generally speaking, like, that's not something I'm actively testing for. If I do accidentally reveal it, then that is what it is, you know. But it's not something I'm trying to actively do. I did have a client one time ask me, "Hey, can you guys do some DOS testing?" And we were just like, "No, we don't do DOS testing." Like, it's just not something pen testers test for. Is it possible to test for? Absolutely. But more times than not, most clients don't want us to test for that. And the one that did, we're like, it's just too far out of what we normally do that we're not going to do it. I got 100%, dude. 10 XP, baby. Magic 8 Ball. We've learned about and explored a powerful tool in Python, Control Flow. It's so powerful, in fact, it can be used to tell someone's future fortune. Here's what to expect. Check out the project tasks as you complete each one. This is not an exam, so you can refer to other resources to help you complete this project. New. Get AI generated help. Yeah, start the project. Hey, we're gonna code. Look at this. Yeah. Oh, this reminds me of a meme I'm gonna post. Is it tomorrow? I gotta meme. I don't know what. I post my memes on Friday, my meme videos, which is tomorrow. I don't know which one I'm gonna upload yet. I gotta upload that tonight. The Magic 8 Ball is a popular toy developed in the 1950s for fortune telling or advice seeking. Write a Magic 8.py Python program that can answer any yes or no question with a different fortune each time it executes. We use the following 9 possible statements in our Magic 8 Ball. The output of the program will have the following format. Joe asks, is this real life? Magic 8 Ball answers, better not tell you now. Let's get started. Okay. So I think so we can do input ask your question for the Magic 8 Ball. Okay, and then it's gonna ask. And then it doesn't really matter what the input is. Do I need to do... Can I set this equal to input or response? So whatever they put here is the response. Does that work? It's a syntax error. Gosh, I think that... Did I get rid of the quotes? No. How do I do for input? I thought it was just input, right? Why can't I just take input? Error when reading a line. Huh. I forget how to do input. Let's Alright, I said we're not going to use AI, we're not, so we're going to check this out. Val equals input. Print val, okay. So if I do, so we can do response equals input. Save. How is this wrong? I gotta get off full screen here so I can go back and forth easier. Enter the value. Print val. So how's mine different? Input. How does this not work? Why can't I just do a simple, like, input? I thought I explained the error. Data encountering isn't which occurs. I have to do a try? Since when is this a thing? Why do I have to do a try and accept for this? They didn't even teach me how to do a try or an accept, a try accept in this course so far. So how can that even be? I don't understand that. I just don't understand why you have to have a try accept statement. Why can't I just say no, I'm just kidding. This is my program that I wrote. This is my blackjack game. I'm just seeing, did I do a try accept statement when I accepted the user input? Let's see here. Take bet. Import random. Yo, what's up, Redwood? How's it going, man? Thanks for hopping in. I see the USA versus Canadian hockey game. Didn't the USA beat them the first time and then Canada won the next time? I saw they booed the national anthem the first time and then they fought a few times and then the USA won like 3-1 in the first game. But didn't the second game Canada win? And didn't Canada win like that whole little tournament between those 4 countries or something? That's all I know. So I did while true, try. I did do a try. While loop continues if user input is not an integer. Three fights in 9 seconds. Dude, hockey's starting to become the it's starting to become the next American sport that Americans love because of stuff like that. See, football used to be like that. I mean, they weren't like fist fighting, but they do some pretty nasty hits on each other. They took that away. So hockey's gonna take over in popularity, man. Like if the NFL keeps going the way they're going, you know, because people love that. Like that's what made football fun. Seeing people just getting destroyed, you know. I understand like player safety. It honestly only helps the player, right? It's not good for the fan, in my opinion. It's not good for the league, in my opinion. Now I'm not saying that we need to like kill these guys that are trying to entertain us, but at the same time, you know, these old guys that used to play back in the 70s and 80s, like you look at Jerry Rice, for example, like he still had a long career, you know. I guess he didn't play in the 70s and 80s, but he played in what, late 80s, early 90s. I guess he played 90s in the early 2000s actually. But still, like, those players back in the day, they played a long time. Bro, I'm not buying your viewer's self-proclaimed renovation. Bro, like, that's one thing I hate about being a content creator. Oh, let's buy views. Like, bro, I'm not spending money on views. Like, it doesn't do nothing for me if I had 100 viewers or 9 viewers. Like, it don't matter. It's the modern day Coliseum feeling. Yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, I'm not saying I want to see players get hurt or like down in the field. That's definitely possible, but at the same time, it's like, dude, people are talking about the hockey game because of the 3 fights in 90 seconds, and that's good for the sport because more people are looking at it, and the more people look at your sport, the more money your league makes, the more money the players make. You know what I mean? So in a way, if you took roll back some player safety concerns in the NFL, you know, the league can go to the next level, in my opinion, because more people are gonna watch it. People are turning off NFL. Like, people are find it less exciting than they did in years past. That's just my opinion. That's my 2 cents. You look at these flags and you get a flag for everything. You're like, bro, the guy made a spectacular catch or interception or whatever it is, and it's like flag on the field, pass interference, and you like sneezed on him. And you're like, bro, come on, man. You see the guy, like, he'll be in a stance, and I call a full start a guy for sneezing on the line of scrimmage. You're like, bro, come on, man. The guy didn't even flinch. Like, or they allow fights in hockey. Control violent cells. Yeah, that's true. That's why MMA's getting super popular. Control violence cells sell. But hear me out. How much would uncontrolled violence sell? Something to think about. I'm just looking at my old code here that I wrote a long time ago. This has been a few years ago, and I guess I did do a try statement here. I always did try statements when I accepted input. So can I say, hey, while true, with a capital T, World Star is back, baby. Bro, I don't even know what World Star is. Is that weird? I don't. What is that? While true, can I do that? While true. Bro, how did I do this before? Let's look in the code base. Input. I accept input 8 times? Input. Press enter to start playing. Input. Would you like to play again? has since become a major platform for training videos, music releases, and urban culture. That's what WorldStar is? It's a video platform? Bro, how did I not know this? I'm copy and pasting my old code and putting it in my new code. Look at this. We have ascended. So while true, so we'll say that like question equals x. Input is ask the magic 8-ball your question. We don't want to feed this in the upper. Will this work? Gosh, I'm such a bad coder, bro. I don't even understand why that don't work. What's wrong with my code? What's even different about it? While true, question equals x. Question equals. Oh, it's just an indentation error? What are you talking about? It still gives me an error. X is not defined. What do you mean? I'm defining it right now. Can I just say question is equal? Alright guys, I've been streaming for an hour. That's all the stream was supposed to last anyways. We'll continue this project next week. Because it's going to take a long time, I think. It's going to take me like an hour or two, I think. And I don't got an extra hour or two tonight. Like I said, these streams are only supposed to be about an hour long. We're just over an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it. We'll resume this when next week. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you guys haven't followed the channel already, hit the follow button. If you're on Twitch or Kick, if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Check out my podcast, The Hacker's Cache. New episodes every Wednesday. Check out my YouTube channel. New episodes every Saturday. Well, not episodes. New videos every Saturday. And consider becoming a member. Members get early access to videos. Member-only polls. What else they get? Loyalty badges. And priority reply to the comments. And yeah, next stream will be Monday. Same time, Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's 4 p.m. Pacific. We'll be streaming, I believe it's Hack the Box on Monday. We're streaming Hack the Box. Don't know what box it's going to be. And then I do coding streams every Thursday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. Hope I see you there. And if you guys have any questions for me to throw into the Hackers Cash podcast Q&A, then throw them down in the comments, or go to my Discord server and drop a question there, or you can email me at kyserclark.com. You can find all my stuff at kyserclark.com. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I just spent nearly 30 minutes trying to walk my tax guy through the process of unzipping a file. No way. What? Huh? 30 minutes. I mean, it's one thing to it's one thing to not know, but to take 30 minutes to understand it? Bro, I'd get a tax guy. I'd fire him. I would fire him. That was my biggest gripe about the military, and this is why I got out, is when I got officers. I can talk crap now because I'm out, but officers be asking me, oh, how do I do this on the computer? How do I do that? And the first thing that comes to my mind, I'm like, bro, how the hell did you get a degree? I almost said the F word. How did you get a degree and not know how to do this? Like, for example, an officer asked me one time, how do I put a table of contents in a Word document? I'm like, how did you graduate school with not putting a table of contents in a Word document? That's what I wanted us to ask. But, you know, when you're enlisted, you can ruin your career by saying something like that. But yeah, that stuff like that would bother me. Like, I would get stupid questions like that. They're not even technical problems. There are, I don't know how to use this. And yeah, I'm so glad to not be on a help desk anymore. Being a pen tester, like, I don't have to deal with stupid questions like that anymore. Like, when I am talking, like, if I present a pen test report, must have been a butter bar. It was. Help desk in 4 years, I'm losing my mind, bro. It's the worst. It's good experience, but man, there's some bad questions. And you gotta be nice, because then people complain, because people don't like to feel stupid. But I don't know. You can only take so much, man. You can only take so much. I would say, sorry, Wiredog got me on a tangent now. He's like, I walked my tax guy how to unzip a file for 30 minutes. Bro, it's 2025. How do you not know this? And then the biggest excuse you always get, you're like, oh, I didn't grow up with this tech stuff. Like, bro, you had a fully functional brain. It's what we're talking about. If it was an old person, you had a fully functional brain when the internet came out, and you chose not to learn this stuff. You had a 20-year head start on me, bro. And you still don't know this stuff. A 20-year head start. Like, you were alive when it was first invented. I got in the game 20 years later than you. Sorry, you got me. It drives me nuts. People that are like, oh, I'm not good with this tech stuff. I'm not good with this tech stuff. I'm like, bro, it doesn't take that long to, like, figure it out. Just Google it, you know? Sorry, that was a big rant. I feel like I'm not offending anybody that's watching this show, because everybody here is a techie, so you guys all understand the gripe. If I was help desk today, I would lose my mind. I had to suck it up, because, like I said, in the military, you have to just deal with it. You know, if I would have told an officer, bro, how do you not know how to put a table of contents? A Word document. You get a paperwork, I feel like. That'd be like me telling somebody, oh, I'm not good with this AI stuff. I'm not good with this AI stuff. They're like, AI is coming out, right? I was like, bro, I was there. I had a fully functional brain when it came out. You know, ChatGPT came out when I was, what, 27 years old? Something like that? 26, 27, 27, maybe 28. That's like the prime time to learn something. It's like the internet came out when this guy was 28 years old. And he chose not to learn it, you know? And I would be in the same situation. If I chose not to learn how to use AI, I'd be in the same situation, but it's obviously a mistake. Anyways, my rant's done. I really have no tolerance for people who refuse to learn technology. It's 2025, bro. It's 2025. And I actually, I got on my mom about this one time. She calls me up. She's like, hey, can you help me set up your grandma's phone? I'm like, what do you mean help set up a phone? Like, you don't know how to set up a phone? She's like, no, I don't know how to set up a phone. I'm like, how do you not know how to set up a phone? You literally just pull out of the package and turn it on, and then there's instructions there. Like it's built into the process. There's probably an instruction manual too. Like, you know how to read, right? Like, I told my mom this. I was like, you can give that phone to your 9-year-old nephew. Sorry, your 9-year-old grandson. He's my nephew, and he could set that up. How do you not know how to set it up at 50 years old? Don't you have like a fully developed brain? Like, I don't understand. If I ever get like that when I'm old, guys, someone just slap me in the face, okay? Like, you just figure out where I am and just slap me in the face. Okay, I'm done. I'm done ranting. It was fun. Thanks for that good rant, Wire Dog. We can, I can make an entire video on something like that. Alright, guys. Like I said, I'm getting off. You guys have a good night. Thanks for listening to my rant. And if you're watching the past broadcast and you made it this far, leave a comment on your favorite, most frustrating time someone asked you a stupid tech question because they weren't good with tech. Alright, guys. Peace out. Take care. Have a good one. Kyser out.